My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Iratus, Lord of the Dead. We are going to be going to a boss fight here for the first floor, so I've just got a little bit of leveling up on the characters to do. So, Patricia, what are you going to be getting? Patricia's accuracy has been letting you down a little bit, so you could go for the upgrade on Staring into the Void, but even then, you know what I mean, right? Like, just like a little, like, could go for No Tomorrow instead. That is, whenever an enemy receives a debuff rather than a buff. That said, I don't really debuff my enemy with this team, so all I'd be doing there is picking up one resistance, despite the fact that I do want one resistance. I don't know if that's what I want to prioritize. Maybe I do go for the extra accuracy there. Then Neo. Okay, so you can get extra damage, 20% extra damage on the impaling charge, or you can get the ability for crits to deal more damage there. That makes sense for us. As well as 4 lux, so you crit more often. When receiving direct damage, something, blah, blah, blah. Allies receive +1 attack and +1 dread until the end of combat. Is that when the stance is triggered? Or is that just in general if you've used the stance? And then that would be how many times you've used the stance, I guess. So I guess the idea is that you can have just a Blood Phantasm in the middle, just constantly using the stance. I don't know about that, though. Aura of Retribution. This is the one that makes sense, right? Because then I put that on Patricia. Yeah, that's it. And then Kyle, your upgrade here should probably be on the Ignition. Hot and fresh out that kitchen. Don't really care about Underbones on you, though. Could get extra armor on a character right now. But again, it's on a character that does not debuff targets. But again, I would like to get through this floor eventually. I think I'll still pass. Alright, anything I want to with talents? Yes, there is. There's Veteran Commander over here. Every time you win an encounter, minions that participated receive an additional experience point. There's also Alchemy Doctorate. That's not going to be as important right now. I'm going to take Veteran Commander. That said, again, like, my minions don't live that long, is one of the big problems we've been encountering.
Mortals tremble before me, well, even more than previously.
I just want more parts, yo. Speaking of more parts, yo, let's see if we can get another excavation going on, right? I can make a low-quality bone golem, right? Yeah, I can. Beautiful.
Skeleton dreams to become this when they grow up.
So I'll do that. I'll also get a Banshee. I'll go out here, excavate, put a bone golem in, stock it with the Banshee. Beautiful. So now we get 3 parts of 3 extra parts, rather, of any possible quality after every single combat. Neat. Now, I don't know if storing, like, higher level or higher quality minions in these, I don't know if that increases the chance of them finding better random parts. Couldn't tell you. So this should be the Keymaster, is my understanding. So I think we should be able to just, like, go, right? Is there any reason this wouldn't be a build I would run against the Keymaster? Not in particular that I can currently see. So I'm gonna go. Yep. This is the Keymaster as well. Beautiful. So there we can see the big Keymaster. Now, my previous aim in these combats was, oh, I have to kill all of the enemies on the field and not focus on the Keymaster, right? And that's because the first time that I played this, when I was playing off camera just to test things out, I ran a Dread build against the Keymaster, and if I was running a Dread build, dreading out all of the targets and then having them die stressed out the Keymaster, so it worked. That said, I think I actually have to focus attacks on the Keymaster here if I want to be able to damage them, so we'll be pivoting towards that.
This wretch.
Hey, got 2 block off of the Keymaster there.
Kill, my darling, kill.
Ooh, those sinister strikes. Oh, no, just the one of them. It's fine. I don't need to hate Eternal, right? No. Let's go for that. So that crit debuff is really unfortunate. That's a giant lower accuracy, though. The ignition is magical damage, so that's not something I can use against the Keymaster right now. That said, killing this hunky is really important, and having like maybe one conscript down on the field. So it seems like the best idea, again, this has been skimmed from the comment section, so I appreciate everyone who said either this comment or comments similar to it. One of the best things that it looks like you can do is just leave the boss with a single unit on the field, but not a particularly powerful one. Great.
This never gets old.
Unfortunately, yeah, the enemy got their Sinister Strike off, but they missed all of their attacks, so hell yeah. Had to crit there. Okay. I'm gonna now, yeah, try and throw some extra damage in against the Keymaster. The Keymaster has the ability to redirect towards their allies rather than themselves. Which makes a lot of sense, ultimately, right? Because your whole plan here is to try and kill the Keymaster. You're supposed to be focusing them in this way. Like, I just didn't know if it was one of the fights where you focus the boss or you don't focus the boss. I've encountered enough of each in my time on this earth. Ouch. At the very least, the biggest crit went against a character who has the ability to heal themselves, so... Woo! Yeah, I didn't want that one redirected. Thankfully, we missed. Yeah. Ideally, I'm trying not to kill the Keymaster right now. Unfortunately, 33% of our attacks get redirected. I want the Keymaster to have another turn before I actually kill. Damn it. All right, so the Keymaster is now guaranteed to try and resummon everyone this turn, unfortunately. Okay. Yep, there's the summon. I do want to get Kyle out of the front position as quickly as possible here. That said, Flames of Passionate Love seems like a really, really good damage output. Fine. Fine. Got to try and get one of these units off the field eventually. There's the Abyssal Hunger as well. Knew that was coming out. Oh, don't target the Phantasm. There we go. Woohoo! Good miss. Great miss, in fact. Now I'm happy to start using... Yeah, there we go. Rose for a Lady. Damn it. Again, didn't necessarily want that one. Oh, what? Oh, I couldn't. Okay, I was trying to use Impale there, but I couldn't use it because I wasn't in one of the front two positions, so I got punked.
Impale this wretch.
Damn it! Stop redirecting my attacks! That said, we're a third of the way through the HP pool. Unless we have like more attacks like that and lose the Blood Phantasm really quickly, we should be okay here. So it looks like overall the worst thing you can do in this combat is kill one of the units on the field. Shame I didn't know that at the time. Put the Aura of Retribution back up. I think it's a good idea to have that unit taunted.
One less annoyance in the world.
Mm-hmm. That negative accuracy is staying with me, hey. Maybe I should remove the debuff from myself? Sure. I'll Dark Offering, remove that debuff from myself. Get attacked anyway. Still does not respond. Alright. And then in this position, I actually have to use the warning shot now. This is just to get Carl back to the back line. Okay, Keymaster. 18. Neat. Could have been a lot worse. Ooh. It's not okay that we're dealing more damage with the Dark Knight here. Surprising at the absolute least. Don't you dare stun. Okay. If that had a crit, I think that's the move that stuns a unit for eternity. I've actually been significantly annoyed. Like, really quite annoyed if that had happened to me there. Ooh, that 32. Lovely. Unfortunately, the boss is immune to being stunned by a crit, but still. Redirect. I really wish I could heal someone else with this Abyssal Hunger. Unfortunately, I can't. That said, it's still probably the best thing we can get done that turn. And again, I think it is really important that I try and, you know, force them to attack the Dark Knight whenever possible here. Dark Knight, of course, being Patricia. Excellent. That's already paid for itself.
My darling, killed.
Straight through the whole party. Lovely. This one should probably be focused on the hunky, just because I really don't want to have to die. Take him out. So now the enemy only has a single miner on the field. The miner has a couple of buffs on them, but that's okay.
Your last.
Move forward a little bit, as well as get a decent... Oh, damn it. Don't you dare. All right, Phantasm is deceased. That makes sense.
To stop my legions.
All right, so we lost the Phantasm. I apologize, Neo.
Nice shot.
Not too much I could do in that position, but it does look like your sacrifice is going to lead to the benefit of all of us. Because this Keymaster definitely doesn't have that long to live right now. Ooh, look at that 30 HP left on him. Beautiful. Hell yeah, we're actually going to make it out of the first floor. Finally. My God. I was terrified. I was absolutely mortified it was going to happen again. Beautiful. All right, that's one down, and now it is time. Yes. Yes. To work our way through the rest. There we go. That's what I want you to do. Wait, what? The Aura of Retribution doesn't work unless the Phantasm is alive. Again, that's a bug. I hope, because there's nothing that implies the Aura of Retribution should not currently be working. Okay. I guess my goal is to try and kill this conscript before it takes a turn. Ooh, it's possible. Damn it. Did it even take damage to the flames? Oh, it did. If it's only on, yeah, it's only on 2 HP. Neat. Definitely took damage to the flames. All is well in the world.
Worthless as you were in life,
okay.
You will be worth something in death.
Beautiful. Take out the conscript, and yeah, we are absolutely set. Oh. And they said it could not be done.
Wash away your pathetic civilizations.
Excellent. So that leaves that floor for us. Iratus has now got a couple more levels going on. Actually, also, Patricia now gets the ability to finally upgrade one of these significantly. So we can go for a upgrade on one of our ultimate abilities here. Or rather, our ultimate ability. There are characters who have multiple, but not right now. The Abyssal Hunger is just all enemies lose 12 vigor and the Dark Knight recovers vigor for all of the damage dealt. I can either do 15 to all, as well as get 15 max HP vigor, which seems really important. Or I can do Dark Greed, go against one target for 35, but I get 1 armor and 1 resistance. I've been going for armor and resistance so far on Patricia, so I think I should actually just focus on that ideally. So I'm gonna go for Dark Greed.
Well, my minion.
Then Kyle and Serpent Frog. Serpent Frog has only 1 level to access, so that should be pretty obvious what we're going to be doing here. I guess Passionate Love, probably.
Yep. Expect.
And then Kyle has 2. Do I want Kyle to be crit? I think I just do. I think just in general, crit is going to be a good build for...
My enemies are in
for Brides of Iratus. Especially because they're already starting with extra crit, right? Yeah, the love potion already gives them the plus 10 luck. So we already have pretty good crit. And pretty good accuracy as well, again, from the love potion. Let's see what we have out here. So Lancet would be useful for enemies dropping more parts, but I can't really use that. Symbol of Fortune. Minions gain 25 luck and lose 25 accuracy until the battle ends. That would be interesting to run in a party of people that are really hyper accurate, and I know it, or people who are hyper defensive, right? So just like a front line that's hyper defensive, and then the back line is super accurate already, like accuracy of 130 on each of you, loses 25, but they crit on half of their attacks. That seems really, really good. Only enemies with evasion would even be able to make it away from them, and not many of our enemies that we've encountered so far have had evasion. That said, we are about to go into a new location, so those enemies easily could. I think I should probably build a second liner before I go forwards, though. Maybe I make a headhunter this time. Yeah, let's make a headhunter. And do I have any piece of equipment that'd be great for a dread? Bones accurate? No. Okay. There's extra luck and extra accuracy in armor. Maybe I want to get 1 upgraded piece of armor before I try and build this enemy here. Yeah, I don't have any other legendary equipment. Okay, I'll make 1 upgraded piece of armor.
Skeleton will clean up this mess later.
Plus armor and plus luck. Yep, that's not bad. That is not bad. Let's go and turn that into a headhunter. And this was the armor and luck one. Beautiful. Dust is for dread. I do have the ability to create an upgraded dust as well. Let's have a look at that.
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
Plus luck and plus attack. Yeah, that's also going to go into this headhunter. Hell yeah. What a good headhunter.
Despite a lack of eyes, they know to aim for the neck.
Speaking of them knowing to aim for the neck, we should probably pick up some extra accuracy, like immediately on the headhunter. Seems like the most important thing for us.
Serve me well, my minion.
Right, Serpent Frog also does need to be traded out for another unit now. And I don't know if I want to take out Ballard right now. I think I'll take out Moms. Start leveling up Moms. Seems like a plan. Alright, the final thing that I could do here would be building the Abode or Iratus statue. I don't necessarily think I'm focusing on either of those in this run. Alright, let's go to the exit. The hunger for wealth had long since become the only virtue among the hardy dwarven folk. Gone are their ancient traditions, along with the name of their ancestors. For what was more powerful, logic, or some dead dwarf rotting away into dust? Their ruthless scientists and alchemists knew the answer to that question, and the human kingdom was more than willing to facilitate their experience. All right, hang on. Their ruthless scientists and alchemists knew the answer to that question, and the human kingdom was more than willing to facilitate their experiments. Okay. They have grown rich and feared, setting up their own enclave and became the default overseers of the mine. Mixed tenses there in the final sentence as well. All right. So this one's at least a little bit... Never mind, it's terrifyingly laid out. So that's where the boss is, so... Ideally, I take the longest path around. So I can go up here and then take that line and then go even further out. It seems the most valuable that we can do to begin with. All right, let's go into this opening battle against the 2 dwarves. 2 dwarves? Just dwarves. 3 dwarves. All right, all these enemies are starting with block. They have not only resistance, but they also have armor, so that could actually be a problem for us. Throw out a bone spear here to get rid of 2 of the blocks, possibly 3. No, just 2. Catch him will ignore block, but I don't necessarily think I want to use that. Dual cruelty.
Another head for the headless hunter.
It does look like only if we crit do we really do anything to these enemies right now. I'm not comfortable with it. All right, I'm going to do some thinking of him because otherwise I feel like I'm just never going to deal any damage to these enemies. Is that pessimistic? I guess a little bit. All right, so I've ignited that beard. Should I stare into the void? Futile hopes. Yeah, for sure. That's the enemy that actually had shields up and we still did decent damage. Okay. Could be a lot worse. Also, the enemies aren't currently using any particularly strong moves, which is encouraging. Ooh. Yikes. Okay. 40 damage. Decent. 16 as well. It's okay. I'm trying to just generally get a feel for exactly what power level of units I'm going to need to get through this. Like, I would like to not have to remake my party between every combat. I just think it'd be a nice time to not have to remake my party constantly. It looks like this fight's going perfectly, though. I'm just worried there's, like, another shooter drop that I'm not yet seeing.
This will be your end.
Okay. Damn it! Actually managed to hit the target I was aiming at there, despite the fact that that was a random attack. But unfortunately did nothing. One down. I've stolen a third of my enemy's actions from them. Lovely. Of course they have to shields up now. Fighting an enemy of metapods. Oh, never mind. One more down. Again, like, I think, like, a focus on crit is helping us penetrate through block. Helping us deal some serious damage even to targets that otherwise we wouldn't really deal that much to. That was supposed to be catch him. I kept hitting W. I don't know what happened there. Oh well. That's fine. We don't need to know as long as we get through the fight and take no more damage. Ooh, D. That's a lovely ability right there. The kind of almost insta-kill. Ooh, we just got such a good thing. 2 really good things. Yay. Okay. One of the such a good things we got is the Book of Ancient Wisdom. Iratus gains 300 additional experience after a victory, a one-time usage. No, it is. Vagrant's Rugs, 10% chance to find a consumable after battle. Undertaker's Clothes, I guess it's better than that for us.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
Also got the Nobleman's Garb. Iratus gains 20% more parts after a battle if 4 minions were at least level 3 or higher. As soon as we have the ability to start triggering that, we will.
Fetching.
Okay. Unlocks a secret Aya skill. Removes all the buffs from the chosen minion. Restores 6 mana for each buff removed. It costs 0 mana to play. Yeah, I don't care about that. Alright. As for talents, I can now hit Alchemy Doctorate Increases the vigor recovery rate of minions not in battle by 100%. And then the further upgrade past that would be Dark Enlightenment. Increases the amount of Wrath that Iratus gains in battle by 50%. Extra Wrath is really, really valuable. I'm gonna go down that line. I'm gonna try and actually follow through with that. And ooh, Moms, you also need an upgrade before we do anything else. And again, I think I am gonna continue focusing on crits, so.
Get back to battle.
Get back to battle. Wow, what are you, the comment section? Don't worry, no one's actually said that so far. I always just have like this running commentary in my own head of this is what I suspect the comment section will look like after this episode because of these reasons or because of these reasons. Like something will happen in an episode and I'm already reading like the theoretical comments in my head that would be as a result to that. It's, and unfortunately, you know, pair that with anxiety and I'm just always assuming the absolute worst. Ooh, okay, hang on. Here I can actually make an extra skull. Great. Then use that extra skull to build a low-level bone golem. Also great.
This is what a necromancer's
And
machine looks like.
get an extra slot there. Make an extra garbage minion and throw it away. And then we are all good.
Time to bring out the big guns.
Okay. Hell yeah! Although, yeah, this Bride of Iratus is already healed up, so now I'll swap you into there. Serpent Frog, I can take you instead of Moms right now if I think I'm actually a little bit threatened. I think I'm a little bit threatened. Beautiful. Alright, let's go to the quest. We didn't have liches. Damn. While Dwarven societies embrace technology almost fully, there are still a few lingering magical traditions that command power and respect. In this war, the Geomancers and the Oracles have been a thorn in your side, but now you have a chance to strike a direct blow against them. This nexus is a place where golems are being animated and where the paltry wizards have stored their mana. It's well guarded, so a direct assault will be a dangerous one, but the reward could be more than worth it. I'm gonna order the attack. I have never seen this kind of enemy before. Golden Golem. Okay, it has 12. Okay, so it has magical resistance. Neat, that makes sense. That makes sense. And also is immune to stress attacks and ignition, doesn't escape. And there's an elite golden and an elite stone golem. Okay. Yeah, this seems like it's gonna be a bad time for us. It's okay though. It happens. I think I'm gonna use Seething Wrath. Line up an attack for myself. Oh, great. So I put Carl in a position where Carl actually can't even use an attack. That's bad. At least I crit that debuff. Higher chance for that enemy that can't escape to escape. Hell yeah.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
Ooh, stuns the elite golden golem for a turn. Okay, we've got debuffs on our crew that is lower attack and large red for 2 turns. Could be worse. If we can just take these golden golems out first, I think we can actually probably get through this fight really easily. I don't want to attack the back line and then have it be stolen by an elite stone golem and like all of my damage be lost. So I'm going to hit the golden golem in the front line here. Tiny damage each way, but whatever. It happens, I guess. Ignores block, but it doesn't ignore armor. Yeah, unfortunately, Catchem has the possibility of doing nothing either. I think I have to just Seething Wrath again. But again, that puts my other minions in worse positions.
What would you do with their heads?
Good crit, though. mean, we may actually end up getting these golden golems down really quickly. I'm obviously waiting for more Wrath for the sake of Patricia here. That would be so good. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. That's a buff that moved you forwards and gave you plus luck and attack. Oh, that's not good. Now, unfortunately, both of these stone golems, it looks like if they're in the back 2 spaces, will just buff themselves and move themselves forwards. Those buffs do appear to stay forever, and they are extra accuracy. So eventually, we will just never be able to dodge one of their attacks. Yeah, I'll use bounty now. Ooh, we're so close to taking out the elite golem. One down. Hey, one down. All right.
Vanishes from this world.
Okay. Now, 50% of my attacks against the golem in the back line aren't going to work, but... That is to say, 50% of them will be redirected to the front. Yikes! Yeah, this is where stuff gets bad, when the golems in the front line actually start punching us. That's when life gets really, really unbearable.
Carve open their husks.
Right. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to kill the elite stone golems, but I can definitely kill the golden golems, which is...
My darling.
It's concerning me. Redirected. Yeah, I don't know if I have the damage to even do it. Patricia just died straight up. Got hit 2 times. There was not too much I could have done about that one, unfortunately. Okay. One more down. It's a little neater at least. Okay, now I can start using... Now I can start using my Flames of Passionate Love constantly. If we can get one of them down, I don't know, maybe we can make it through here. Obviously, every time they actually successfully throw an attack out, like, our chances become significantly lessened. Okay, thank you for missing. Thank you for missing as well. Extremely important that you did. I think I have to go Seething Wrath against the front line. Thankfully, Flames of Passionate Love can still be used from the front line, which is basically the only move I care about right now. Don't kill the bride! Ow! Don't kill the bride! Don't kill the bride! Don't kill the bride! Yikes. I would give my life for Iratus. It's good to know that. I feel like it might be relevant really soon.
More materials. Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
All right. Yeah, there goes another Bride of Iratus. It feels like I'm about to lose, you know, the whole party that I brought to this area, you know? All of the good units that I have right now? Ouch. Thank you for missing. I'd love if I could actually just make it out of this battle. Like, it's unlikely, though. Because it's a turn apiece for us. The enemy only needs 2 hits to take me down. 1 if they're lucky, I think. Oh, great. Yeah, that... And it stuns me in order to prevent me from taking next turn. Yeah, I'm dead. That's so annoying! And because that's an elite space, I'm pretty sure I can't even go back into that battle. Your attack is broken by the more primitive dwarven spellcraft. You will need to be more cautious in the future to avoid costly blunders. As you can see, I don't even have the ability to get together a party right now. That's really tragic. You know, the most tragic thing about this kind of thing is that, like, lose one more party, and I'm more likely to lose one more party at this point, right? Because I have, what, 2 brains that I can actually give to units? If I lose one more party at this point, I could put myself in a position where I can no longer win. At that point, I would drop the difficulty down before I go back out. But I'm very much hoping that that's not something that we have to do at this point in time. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. I'm going to try and figure out which units I'm going to build in between episodes. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content on this game, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time with more units.